In today's Gospel passage from Matthew, chapter 17, verses 22 to 27 offers us profound spiritual lessons that can guide us on our journey of faith. In this passage, Jesus speaks of his impending suffering and death, foreshadowing the great sacrifice he would make for humanity's salvation. Let us reflect on 3 key spiritual lessons from this passage and how we can apply them to our lives. Firstly, Jesus teaches us about the importance of humility. Just as he pays the temple tax through a miraculous provision of a coin found in a fish's mouth, we are reminded that true greatness comes from humble service. As St. Augustine once said, "Do you wish to rise? Begin by descending. You plan a tower that will pierce the clouds? Lay first the foundation of humility." Practicing humility involves adopting a mindset and lifestyle that aligns with the teachings of Christ. Here are some practical ways to cultivate humility in our life. 1. Serve others. Just as Jesus displayed humility through service, look for opportunities to help those in need. Engage in acts of kindness without seeking recognition or praise. As Mother Teresa famously said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love." 2. Listen and learn. Humility involves recognizing that we don't have all the answers. Listen attentively to others, valuing their perspectives and insights. Be open to learning from people of diverse backgrounds and experiences. 3. Admit mistakes. Embrace a willingness to admit when you're wrong. Apologize when necessary and seek forgiveness from others. Saint Josemaria Escriva advised, "Don't let your defects and imperfections, nor even your more serious falls, take you away from God." A weak child, if he is wise, tries to keep near his father. The Gospel also highlights the significance of trust in God's providence. Jesus could have easily avoided paying the temple tax, but he chose to demonstrate faith in his Father's plan. In the Catechism of the Catholic Church it's mentioned, the divine solicitude cares for all, from the least things to the great events of the world and its history. In our lives, we should entrust our worries and concerns to God, knowing that He will provide for us according to His divine will. Let us not overly anxious about our material needs. Lastly, we are called to embrace the cross in our own lives. Jesus speaks of His impending suffering and death, revealing the depth of His sacrificial love. As St. John Paul II once wrote, "The cross reveals God's love to man and man's love to God." Apostolic Letter Divis in Misericordia. Our crosses may vary, but they offer us the chance to unite our suffering with Christ's and find purpose in our struggles. As mentioned earlier, applications of these lessons includes practicing them. Like humility in serving those in need, growing in trust through prayer and reliance on God's plan, and courageously embracing our crosses as opportunities for spiritual growth. Let us incorporate these teachings of humility, trust, and embracing the cross into our daily lives, so that we can draw closer to God and experience the transformation of our hearts. Amen.